Blackpink's Jisoo, one of the most globally recognized K-pop stars alive, is stepping into Netflix's biggest romance of 2026 with Boyfriend on Demand, and already the internet is divided before a single episode has aired. She's paired with In-guk, a veteran actor who has crushed emotional roles in Reply 1997 and Doom at Your Service. But instead of hype, what's circulating are questions about whether Jisoo can actually act, whispers about her family's legal troubles, and speculation about whether this is genius casting or an industry gamble that could backfire spectacularly. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down the real drama behind Boyfriend on Demand, the controversies, the stakes, the questions nobody's asking yet, and what this release could mean for Jisoo's career trajectory in 2026. Boyfriend on Demand, working title, Monthly Boyfriend, Wolganumsin, is Netflix's answer to the question, what if you could download love like an app and get a new perfect boyfriend every single month? The drama drops on Netflix globally sometime in 2026, though Netflix has frustratingly kept the exact premiere date under wraps, letting speculation and anticipation build. It's a romantic comedy with a sci-fi twist, not a historical epic, not a corporate thriller, but a futuristic fantasy about a woman tired of real relationships, a man who can't show his real feelings, and a virtual app that might destroy both their worlds. At the center of this story is Seo Mi-rae, played by Jisoo. Real name Kim Jisoo, 31 years old, member of Blackpink. Mi-rae is a webtoon producer living in Seoul, a woman with a successful career but a broken romantic life. She's been hurt before, disappointed by real men, and exhausted by the emotional labor of actual relationships. So she signs up for a revolutionary virtual dating app that gives her a new perfect boyfriend every month, a digital companion tailored to her mood, her schedule, her deepest desires. These boyfriends are algorithmically designed to be flawless. They say the right things, remember her preferences, never argue, never leave. For Mi-rae, it becomes an escape from the messiness of real human connection. But what happens when the lines between virtual and real start to blur? What happens when a real man, complicated, flawed, emotionally unavailable, enters her life and makes the perfect AI boyfriend suddenly seem hollow? That's where Park Kyung-nam comes in. Played by Seo In-guk, real name Seo In-guk, 38 years old, an actor with serious credentials, Kyung-nam is Mi-rae's office rival. On the surface, he's cold, composed, and professional, the kind of man who seems to have it all together while secretly falling apart inside. He's emotionally complex in a way the AI boyfriends can never be. He's difficult, he has mood swings, he doesn't always know the right thing to say, and sometimes he hurts people without meaning to. Seo In-guk's character is perfect for exploring the tension between perfection and reality, between a digital companion that never disappoints and a real human being who is always disappointing in interesting, authentic ways. Now, here's where the drama gets real, literally. Jisoo's casting sparked immediate backlash in Korean entertainment circles and among netizens. Korean critics have openly questioned her acting ability, suggesting that while she's a talented singer and global icon, acting is a different beast entirely, and that her performances lack the depth and nuance that established actresses bring to their roles. Some point to her debut acting role in Snowdrop, where she played alongside Young Hae-in, as evidence that she struggles with emotional range and subtlety. Others argue she's being judged too harshly simply because she's an idol trying to cross over into acting, a common prejudice in the industry. But the real controversy goes far deeper than just acting ability. In 2023 and 2024, serious allegations emerged about Jisoo's brother, involving claims of sexual assault and other legal troubles that sent shockwaves through social media. While Jisoo herself was never directly involved in any legal proceedings or personal scandal, the family association was enough to trigger a backlash against her on Korean social platforms. Some netizens demanded she be removed from projects, others questioned whether her image was tainted by association, and many speculated whether Netflix would distance itself from her. The allegations created a shadow that followed every press release, every interview, every piece of promotional content for Boyfriend on Demand. It's a form of collective punishment. She's paying a social price for her family members' actions, which is morally questionable but unfortunately common in Korean celebrity culture. So here's the real question heating up online right now. Is Netflix standing by Jisoo because they believe in her acting, or because they're betting her global Blackpink fanbase will generate enough buzz to overcome local Korean skepticism? Is Boyfriend on Demand a genuine platform for her to prove her critics wrong, or is it a commercial calculation where her star power matters more than her craft? And will Korean audiences, still feeling the sting of family-related controversy, give her a fair chance? Or will they drag her performance no matter what? Contrast this with Seo In-guk, who brings the kind of gravitas that automatically elevates any project he touches. He's best known for Reply 1997, where his portrayal of Sung Sun-woo made him a household name across Asia, and Doom at Your Service, where his chemistry with Park Bo-young was electric and earned him critical acclaim. More recently, he's done solid, understated work that shows range and emotional intelligence. Importantly, he has no major recent controversies on his record. He's maintained a clean, professional public image for years, which gives him credibility that Jisoo, rightly or wrongly, currently lacks in the Korean market. The pairing feels intentional, a seasoned actor serving as an emotional anchor, grounding what could otherwise feel like a stunt casting of an idol in a dramatic role. The concept itself is bold. A virtual boyfriend app that starts as escapism but becomes an addiction, blurring the line between artificial intimacy and real human connection. These are themes that resonate with Gen Z and younger millennials. In a world where dating apps already feel like algorithms matching profiles, where social media presents perfect versions of people, where virtual relationships exist in parallel to real ones, Boyfriend on Demand asks the questions people are actually grappling with. Are we outsourcing our capacity for real love? Is perfection in a relationship actually what we want? Or is imperfection, struggle, growth, surprise, what actually matters? These are uncomfortable questions, and the drama's willingness to sit with them, rather than solve them cleanly, is part of what makes it compelling. From a production standpoint, filming is already complete, and post-production is currently underway. Netflix has officially confirmed a 2026 release, but the exact date, whether it's January, summer, or fall, remains a mystery. That strategic vagueness keeps the project in the cultural conversation for months longer than a typical announcement would. Every week without an official date is another week of speculation, theorizing, and debate online about whether the drama will succeed or become a cautionary tale. Here's what makes this drama a potential flashpoint. If Boyfriend on Demand succeeds, if Jisoo delivers a compelling performance and the drama hits Netflix's global charts, it becomes a redemption story, proof that Jisoo can act and that Korean netizens' doubts were unfounded. It could reposition her career trajectory towards serious dramatic roles and international recognition beyond music. But if it underperforms or if critics pan her acting, it becomes ammunition. Proof that idol-to-actor transitions don't always work, that criticism of her abilities was justified, and that maybe her family baggage did affect the project's reception. There's almost no middle ground here. The stakes feel binary because so much social judgment is already stacked against her arrival. For Jisoo, this drama feels like a crossroads. If it lands, if her performance feels lived in, vulnerable, and surprising, it becomes a comeback narrative. Not just idol-turned-actor, but actor in her own right. If it misses, though, the criticism won't just be about one role. It risks becoming a verdict on the idol-to-actor journey people have already been arguing about online. That's why the stakes feel so extreme. Success becomes redemption. Failure becomes proof. There's very little emotional middle ground when public opinion is already loud. For Seo In-guk, the test is different. His reputation is steady. His range is proven. The question is whether he can create chemistry that lifts the entire story, and whether his presence signals genuine belief in Jisoo's potential. If the drama soars, he becomes the partner who helped make it happen. If it stumbles, he walks away mostly untouched. That asymmetry is part of what makes the pairing fascinating. But the heart of Boyfriend on Demand is bigger than industry politics. Mi-rae's choice to rely on virtual partners instead of real connection asks something uncomfortable. Is technology a shield that helps us heal, or a wall that keeps us from ever risking real intimacy? An AI that never disappoints sounds perfect. For Seo In-guk, this is a different kind of test. Can he elevate Jisoo's performance through their on-screen chemistry? Can he prove that a veteran actor and a novice actress can carry a project together? His choice to do this project sends a message. Either he believes in Jisoo's acting potential, or he's willing to take a risk on a controversial casting for the Netflix paycheck and global exposure. Either way, his reputation is stable enough that if the drama flops, critics won't blame him the way they might blame Jisoo. The drama's core premise, Mi-rae using virtual boyfriends to avoid real human connection, also raises philosophical questions your YouTube video can explore. Is escaping real relationships through technology a form of healing or harm? Mi-rae is hurt, so she turns to an app that can't hurt her. Is that a reasonable coping mechanism, or is she robbing herself of the growth that comes from real, messy love? Can an AI perfectly designed for you ever be better than a real person imperfectly trying? The drama seems to be arguing that perfection is boring, that love needs friction to mean something. What happens to human connection when we start treating relationships like products we can upgrade or replace monthly? This isn't just romantic philosophy, it's a critique of consumer culture applied to intimacy. For your YouTube script, you can also hook viewers with predictions about the ending. Will Mi-rae choose the perfect virtual boyfriend or the flawed real man? Obvious, but the journey matters more. Will Seo In-guk's character reveal a vulnerability that makes him as perfect as the AI in his own way? The twist that real imperfection can be more attractive than artificial perfection. Will the drama suggest that we've all become a little too dependent on apps and algorithms to mediate our emotions? The social commentary layer. Will Jisoo's performance convince skeptics that she deserves to be taken seriously as an actress? The meta question that frames the entire viewing experience. The release date mystery is also brilliant marketing. Every time Netflix drops even a small teaser, it'll trend. Every behind-the-scenes photo of Jisoo and Seo In-guk will be analyzed for chemistry. Every interview will feature questions about her acting, her family situation, and whether she's proven herself. By the time the actual premiere hits, audiences will have spent months building narratives about what this drama means, and then they'll either have those narratives confirmed or spectacularly upended. We might also see the supporting characters steal scenes, exposing how friends, co-workers, and even strangers react when technology blurs the line between fantasy and reality. Expect debates about parasocial relationships, digital intimacy, and whether an algorithm should really get a say in who we love. And don't forget the production side, the soundtrack, the aesthetic, the chemistry in quiet moments. Sometimes it's the smallest scene, not the big twist, that stays with us the longest. So as Boyfriend on Demand gets ready to take over timelines, ask yourself, are you watching just another K-drama? Or are you watching a mirror being held up to how we date, judge, forgive, and connect in 2026? Your answer might say as much about you as it does about the characters on screen. So here's your closing question for viewers. In a world where we're all using apps to find love, filter our appearances, and curate our best selves, can we still fall in love with real, unfiltered human beings, including imperfect actresses trying to prove themselves on a global stage? That's what Boyfriend on Demand is really asking, both in its fictional story and in the real-life drama surrounding its cast. Will you judge Jisoo based on her performance, or will family baggage and controversial history cloud your opinion before you even see her on screen? Can Seo In-guk's established talent carry the weight of a controversial casting? And most importantly, will Netflix's calculated gamble pay off, or will this become a cautionary tale about why sometimes perfect chemistry on paper doesn't translate to magic on screen? Boyfriend on Demand arrives on Netflix in 2026, and it's not just a romantic comedy. It's a test. A test of Jisoo's abilities, a test of audience forgiveness, a test of whether real connection can survive in an increasingly digital world, and a test of whether Netflix's faith in this project will be vindicated or exposed as a cash grab that prioritized star power over substance. Drop your predictions in the comments. Will this drama save Jisoo's acting career, or will it confirm critics' doubts? And more importantly, which boyfriend would you choose? The perfect AI or the flawed human being?